It's 6 a.m. in a suburban Maryland parking lot, and we're joining ICE agents as they head out to arrest two migrant men authorities say committed violent crimes in their home countries before crossing the border and settling here, just outside of Washington. Matt Elliston is in charge of the operation.
First up this morning is a target who's from Colombia.
Taken into custody in broad daylight.
So a man has just been arrested and put inside this car from this apartment building. We understand he's wanted for murder in Colombia, information that only became clear to U.S. authorities after he crossed the border. Why didn't Border Patrol know he was convicted when he crossed the border?
At that point, the judicial system of Colombia hadn't entered any of that into their system of record.
We're now on our way to the second arrest of the day.
Nearly a dozen agents part of the operation.
The man these officers are now taking into custody is wanted in El Salvador for attempted murder with a machete.
NBC News has learned more cities and counties are also rethinking their sanctuary city policies. Last year, ICE was able to make 59% more arrests of those who committed crimes than they made the year before, thanks in part to what ICE says is improved cooperation with local officials.
Do you think there's a shift in their thinking now?
There is. Baltimore County was, previously not very cooperative. They had released, a few people that we were looking for, and now Baltimore County is working with us.
Definitely heard from our community about public safety issues.
Earl Stoddard is the top public safety official in progressive Montgomery County, Maryland, where these arrests were made. While not officially a sanctuary county, he says they have increased cooperation too. He says he now gives ICE 48 hours notice before undocumented felons are released after serving time for violent crimes committed here. That makes it easier for ICE to pick them up for possible deportation.
What are you trying to prevent? What's the worst case scenario here?
Well, obviously, we don't want a situation where we release someone and they go on to commit an even more serious or heinous crime. And so that's the thing that we're always concerned about.
While he says he's increased his cooperation with ICE, he says it's a balancing act because he doesn't want the county's large immigrant population to be afraid to report crimes.
We need them to be witnesses. We need them to communicate with us. And so we can't be viewed as an agent for immigration enforcement.
It's all about resources.
PJ Leckleitner is the ICE director.
Why do you think those sanctuary cities are starting to come to the table?
We've seen some examples of this where some individuals, unfortunately, were encountered by local law enforcement because of the policies put in place. And all of a sudden, you have people being released and reoffending. And we don't want that.
With record high border crossings under the Biden administration, ICE caseloads are now way up, with 8 million expected by the end of the year, far outnumbering the number of officers. That's one officer for every 7,000 migrants.
Is that enough?
No, that's not a good ratio at all. We're chronically under-resourced and need more funding. But I would like more room to breathe, and I would also stop doing more with less.
As for those two men arrested during our ride-along, they are currently in detention, awaiting deportation hearings. Lester?
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.